festival.com to enjoy music by artists like A$AP Rocky and Tame Impala.
Whoop, whoop.
We will see you there. Or maybe not me personally.
I will see you there.
But hey, it's super cool. I'll probably be at school right then, but somebody like...
I'll be at Screen Zone.
Oh, by the way, we have a Facebook page now.
Oh, yeah, you guys. I just made it this morning, and we already have 71 likes. Thank you so much for the love.
Let's make it 72, huh?
Let's make it. Yep. Let's make it to 100, 1,000. Just share it. Like, you can look it up as Scarlett Letter Show. Scarlett with 2 T's at the end. Scarlett Letter Show. That's it.
Yeah.
And you can like leave us a comment, like tell us how we're doing, if you just want to say hi or whatever. If you right now we're live, I'm streaming live. Hey, Facebook people.
That's so cool.
So yeah, check it out.
And also we're back in the studio with
Johnny Bad
and
Shane Weber.
Awesome, great to have you guys back. What did you think of that mix we just played? Isn't it some of your best work?
Yeah, I mean, that was such a fun night, and it was such a legendary, night to be involved with. So it was just one of those great experiences, and I'm glad I got to share it on the show with you guys.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you so much. So I have a question, and both of you can answer. Where do you get the inspiration to create House to Ourselves?
Well,
I guess it all comes from just a desire to want to bring people together. Like I said, it all started through like house parties in Boston with friends, and it translated into a vibe that was something like tangible that we could create in another area. And that was a big reason of moving to San Diego, is just seeing if what we were doing was just bringing friends, or was it an actual tangible vibe that we were creating. And I think it's translated here pretty well, because when we moved here, we knew zero people.
all you had was a family that you brought with you all the way from Boston.
Exactly.
Like quite literally, in your case, Shane, did you bring your brother with you?
Yeah, we all moved out here together. It was actually 8 of us originally.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then,
I'm an only child. I can't relate.
Yeah.
I only have one brother, and I still can't relate.
Yeah.
That's enough for me. Oh man.
Well,
go ahead.
No,
Oh,
you go
hey,
ahead.
that was funny.
It's okay.
You're the
We're
one who
reading
was
each other's
just-
mind.
I know. I'm trying to telepathically tell you to say something
It's
nice.
okay. No, you go ahead. It's okay.
I was
Ladies
wondering,
first.
did you folks all come out knowing that you wanted to start the same thing that you had going in Boston, or did you want to kind of change it a little bit, something new that now that you were in a new space?
We definitely we just wanted to see if it was even possible, to be honest, without having a network of people. So it was just pretty much just doing what we do, just going into a venue, setting up, booking an artist, and trying to get cool people to show up.
Blowing doors down.
Yeah.
And it worked out. It was crazy. Our first party was on a Sunday in January.
Oh
and
man.
we had 168 people come through, and that event ran from 10 to 3 a.m. too. So it was late night. It wasn't like trying to get people to go early. So we knew right away it was like, okay, this is something we can potentially do. If we're going further.
Do you guys have like a most memorable moment in House to Ourselves where you were like, okay, we'll never forget this event, or something really special happened or something?
I'd have to say our 1-year birthday party.
100%.
Yeah, that was we kind of got caught way off guard on that one, just because we had Lee Reynolds from Desert Hearts and
Oh yeah, I was there. That was my
Yeah.
first House to Ourselves. Actually,
Yeah.
it was insane.
we like the party was trending pretty well, and then just like a couple days before, all of a sudden ticket sales skyrocketed, and it's like a year after starting that Sunday night with 160 people, we had almost 1,000 people at
So we're from the bottom, now we're here.
944 throughout the night.
But who's counting?
Right. It was crazy to look at it. It was like 5 times the amount of people in 1 year. It's like, what? How is it happening? Yes, the bookings, but it just, no matter what, like to get 1,000 people to go to the same spot in a 6-hour period is super hard to do.
I mean,
For
normally
any
you pay
cause.
people to do that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like getting your friends to meet for dinner is ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I never mind doing something like that.
So, what is your ultimate goal with House to Ourselves? Like, what do you like? What is like your mission statement, or what do you live for? with house ourselves.
Mission statement or like goals for like the future of what we want to do with the project?
I would say your
Yeah.
mission statement. Let's save the goals of the future for later.
So it's mission statement to create a unique, safe environment for people to feel free to express themselves. You know, it's supposed to have a house party feel where, like, you know, when you go to a house party, like, oh, you know, there's this vibe in this room, you know, this going on in here, and you kind of explore
There's
your
like
way through.
designated zones.
Exactly. You know, and you'll notice in a house or sales party, there's always multiple atmospheres. You know, there you get lost in art, or you know, some of the vendors. There's always, you know, for the most part, 2 rooms of music going on. So we like to take advantage of the spaces that we're given, and create like unique, you know, environments.
Yeah, I agree, because of all the house rehearsals that I've been to, I felt really welcomed, and I felt that it was like a family. Everyone's there having a great time. Everyone's like super creative with their outfits. You're there, like, good vibing. Everything's been like amazing so far, and like I really appreciate what you're bringing to San Diego.
Awesome, thank you.
Now, I have never been to a House to Ourselves event, so when I go, what do you think I should come in expecting? What is that vibe? You keep talking about the atmosphere, but I'm having a hard time visualizing it. Maybe you could help me.
Well, without us ever really even asking anyone to, it's really dress up vibe. So what we've been getting a lot of feedback on is it feels like you're at a festival.
Yeah.
We just had Egyptian Lover recently, who is, you know, he's been touring since the early '80s. You know?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's like super old school turntablist. He's been in the game forever. Has like pretty much DJ'd every kind of party that there is. And even after our party, which was on a Sunday night on the rooftop, there's about 150 people there. And he was like, wow, like, I didn't really know what to expect coming down on a Sunday. He was, but this really felt like a festival. Yeah.
I love it. So I have another question. What do you think of the underground music scene in San Diego, like the positive and the negative? And it could be as a creator, or just as a festival goer or event goer.
I think that it's in a really good spot right now. There's lots of creative minds trying to make, you know, cool, unique parties happen. I think.
Have you faced any challenges?
Yeah, maybe a lack of communication, because what it seems is like, you know, lots of people trying to get involved, but there could be better communication on who's doing what when to help make it more like synchronized market. So
yeah,
like,
because
you're not taking friends away from feeling like they have to go to other places. You know, you just got to be careful in a small city, well, a smaller end city compared to like LA, to not like, you know, saturated market.
And same question to you, Shane. What do you think is the upside and downside of the current underground music scene in San Diego?
I mean, right now the biggest positive that I can think of is how many super talented artists that we have in the underground house and techno scene. It is amazing how many great producers and DJs that are actually in the scene right now. And
it's true.
And you know, I was actually gonna say, like, the downside is that I feel like there's not as much communication between bigger crews that are doing parties to make sure that the whole scene stays healthy. Because if you start lining up events where people aren't communicating and they're going out and booking a big artist, and then all of a sudden you have overlapping events that are taking the whole scene away when there might not be that many people still available to go, then you're going to put both those you know, event throwers under, because, you know, the communication in the scene wasn't right to make sure that everyone is successful and everyone can keep moving on. And doing it.
Definitely.
The audience has been saturated, and you don't want to be pulling people in 2 directions, because that creates division, and you want to promote unity, right? You want everyone to feel comfortable.
And it's also like when there's other events booked at the same date, that's another tough situation.
Right.
Like
Exactly.
I noticed, like, this weekend it's you guys, and there's also Divinity, which I love both. So it's like,
So it's actually pretty cool. We saw that happen, and we wanted to make it right, and we're like, so what can we do? So we actually talked to Divinity, and are gonna get them to have our party be like an after party for theirs.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
It worked out. Perfect.
Yeah, and they're gonna actually be playing a late night set in the side room at our party. So it was able to work out in that way, you know. So, you know, get to work together there.
Amazing. I was wondering, because I'm like, oh my god, I love both. Like, what am I gonna do?
Well, I'm glad it all worked out in the end.
Yeah. So is there?
That's where communication came in.
Yeah, there you go. Because you guys stay united and you gotta like have each other's backs.
Yeah.
It's all about the community and being united. So I have another question, but it's just like whenever. Okay, I remember now. So is there any advice that you would give to people trying to start like their own events in San Diego?
Do it with good intentions, and just like if you come from a wholesome place, people will recognize that, and the vibe starts at top. You know what I mean? And you can tell that like if you're at a party and the person who's throwing it is not having fun at their own party, it's gonna go down the chain. Don't forget that like at the end of the day, this is all about bringing people together to have fun.
Yeah, definitely. What about you, Shane? What do you think?
I'm sorry, what was the question again?
Any advice you have for people out there who are looking to do something similar to you?
The biggest advice that I would have is, it's like don't put it on a pedestal. Remember the love of why you're doing it. It's like this is a community, and if you're not doing it for the community and you're doing it for like an ego thing, then this is probably not the right thing for you.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I agree.
Well, it's great to have you guys in here. I think we should go back to some jams right now. And
Wait,
we'll regroup at
you're
the end.
forgetting that bomb question.
I'm going to save that one to the end.
Oh, to the end?
Yeah,
All right.
but right now we're
Awesome.
going to keep things going on a positive note. We're going to bring it back with some jams on a
Scarlet
Scarlet
Letter. Woo!
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
do that to the end because it's kind of like a negative.
Okay, that and then the future.
Yeah, then we do the future.
All right,
It into a
All
positive.
right, cool.
Yeah, the question she's talking about, I'm going to ask you guys about like the worst event or the worst bomb that you had, or like the chemistry wasn't right, or you didn't have the right audience, something like that. Where
Do
it's
you
just
want Do you want that to be like something that happened in San Diego, or like something?
whatever you feel is most appropriate. It could be like I said,
Hey, Rudy.
something like a technical difficulty that killed your set, or like a train wreck that made you lose hope.
Oh, yeah. He
And then at the
said,
end, we're going to ask what the future's like.
hello. Oh, Rudy, Mixelflix.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he
What
said,
was it?
hello, Scarlett, Cameron, Johnny, and Shane. Great points and perspective.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. Oh, yeah. So, hello, Facebook people.
Oh, yeah. So on the right, and then you make it to the right. No, it's easy. Just knock on each other.
Wait, turn the lights off so everyone can see the spookiness. Oh, boo. Who's that behind me? It's a ghost. It's a ghost. It's a ghost. It's Sam the ghost.
It's a ghost.
It's a ghost. Oh, now we're Italian. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah. I need this, like, red light in my room.
Scarlett, you dropped your show.
Oh, no.
I didn't realize the carpet's made of the same material.
This is KCR, the sound of
sound of
state. Matt came. Matt. Oh wait, he went to the bathroom. Matt, stay Matt, stay bathroom, stay pee. He needs to pee.
A moment that defined you as like maybe
On air.
Yeah. And then after that, we're gonna ask you about the future.